Hey y'all, Tom, ND3N here, and welcome to my ham radio shack for a ham shack chat about the NanoVNA antenna analyzer. Now, I recently purchased a buddy stick, portable HF vertical antenna for use with my FT991A, right over there someplace, during field day. And we did that field day at our local county emergency operations center, so I needed a portable antenna that I could take with me. Now, at the same time that I'm recording this video about the NanoVNA, I'll also be recording another video about the buddy stick. I'll give you a setup and demo, and I'm going to show you how surprisingly well it works. Now, there may be some crossover, but generally, if I'm discussing the NanoVNA, it will be in this video. And if I'm talking about the buddy stick, it'll probably be in that video over there. Throughout this video, I'll be showing you several things that I purchased on Amazon, and I will include links to my Amazon Associates pages where you can go and buy the same things that I used. If you use the links that I've included in the video description, I get a small kickback from Amazon. It doesn't change your cost at all, but it's really just a pittance that I receive from Amazon, and it does help offset the cost of doing these videos. When I started doing a search for an antenna analyzer, the first one I looked at was the Rig Experts HF analyzer with a cost of it was around $325. And now I was ready to buy it, but I kind of hesitated a little bit and did a little extra research because it was over my budget, especially since I don't use an antenna analyzer all that often, maybe once every 4 to 6 months. Now the NanoVNA showed up in my search, and at a cost of around $64, I decided to take a little closer look. So I watched a couple of videos and I decided to give it a shot. If all else failed, I could always return it and get something else. Long story short, after using it to fine-tune my buddy stick for field day, I won't be returning it. So now I want to take you through the initial setup for using this analyzer, but just to display SWR. It does a lot more, and those will be the subject of other future videos, but I wanted to show you basic setup and getting it to display SWR. Okay, here's the NanoVNA. It's all ready to go. A couple other items I want to talk to you about. If you look right up here on top, you can see that it's got a Type-C USB connector. You use that for charging. Right next to it is a is the on-off switch. Then you have a little tap and adjustment dial. This also has a touch screen. So we're going to start by turning this on, and you do want to have it fully charged when you start. So when you first turn on your NanoVNA, what you'll find is this setup. You'll notice that we're running from 50 kilohertz to 900 megahertz. We've got 4 different traces up here. That gets really confusing. All we're interested in is the SWR, and we don't want such a wide band. The reason for this is when it's doing a sweep here, it is taking 100 measurements across this 50 to 900. That's why it kind of looks squirrely, if you will. So the first thing we're going to do is get this down to a single trace. You can use this push button up here on top and go in that way, and then just toggle down. We want to go back click on that, and then we can go up here to our display settings. So we're going to go into the trace function, and we're going to deselect everything except trace 0. So see, we're there. Now trace 1, gray that out, and you do that by simply clicking outside of the box. So, and you will notice as I go down, so when I click this green one, this the Smith chart will disappear, and we'll get rid of trace 3. So now all we have is that. So we'll go click out here to clear that. Next, we want to set the bandwidth. I'm doing just 40 meters for the demonstration of the buddy stick. So we'll come up here again. I'm going to go back. I'm going to go back again, and we're going to click on stimulus right here. We hit our start frequency, and I want to go a little lower, so we'll go 3.5 megahertz, and then we'll do the stop, and we'll go 7.5 megahertz. So now that's our sweep. Next, we want to make sure that we are in SWR mode. So we're going to click here. I'm going to go back, and is it display? Yes. Then I want to go format, and I'm going to select SWR. Now you can see, since I have an open circuit, I got really bad SWR. And you see right over here, here's your scales. So I'm greater than 3 to 1 on my SWR, which should be expected. Next, we're going to change these scales here. And I'm going to go back. We're going to set scale and scale per division. We're going to set it to 0.25 and enter. So now you see I'm going to have a 1.25, 1.5, 1.75, 2, and on up. Now we're going to calibrate. And we are calibrating using only port 1. On some of the other models, this is called channel 1. But we're just going to screw this on. And you want to take it down to where it's just finger snug, not tight. You certainly never want to put a wrench on these. They're very delicate connectors. So that is our connection there. And on the, I'm going to connect these. I'm going to connect that. I've got one end of my coax. This is the end of the coax that will be plugged into my radio. The other end of the coax, and see I now have it all connected, will be going to the antenna. Now we need to do a calibration. For this, we go to the other end of the antenna, and this is 100 feet of cord down the line. And what we're going to do, I'm going to use this. I'm going to go back. I'm going to go back. And you see the word calibrate. Some of the earlier models, this says CAL, cal. But here it spells it out for you. So we got calibrate. Now we're going to click calibrate again. And you're going to see we have open, short, load, isolation, and through. Isolation and through we don't need to use for this because that would be if we were using both connectors over here. So I'm going to start by connecting my open. And you can see the open. I hope you can put it right here. You see how the open is actually open. You can go all the way down inside of here. And it is an open connection. So now we are going to connect this to the other side, and we're going to click on open, and you'll see a quick sweep, and now it wants us to put on the short. The short looks like this. And you can see that it has a center pin, and it goes straight into a solid. So this is 0 ohms. The open was infinite ohms. So I'm going to connect this onto the other end of the other end and click on short. Short sweep. Now it comes down to the load. The load looks a little different. First off, I'll set it like this. And get back into the screen. Okay, you can see that it actually has a little 50 ohm load on top of here. If you were to put a meter on it, you would read 50 ohms or thereabouts. It's calibrated for HF, but you can see down inside of here we have what looks like you got your dielectric inside of it, a center pin and an outside. So I'm going to connect that now, and then we are going to do our 50 ohm load. And the reason we're doing a 50 ohm load, and you can see what's happened down here, it's actually saying, hey, you got our SWR. Well, you really don't. This is just the calibration. So we're going to click on load, see the sweep. Now, we're just going to click, without doing anything, click isolation and through. And we are done. We want to save this, and I'm going to save it in 0. So now we are set up on this port, that's port S11 for SWR. The divisions over here are each 1/4 of a SWR. We're going from 3500 to 7500, and we're ready to go out to the antenna. And that's what you need to know to set up the NanoVNA antenna analyzer and use it to measure your SWR. A reminder that there are links in the video description for the adapters, the NanoVNA, and the Rig Experts antenna analyzer. Now, the Rig Experts analyzer, I just showed you to provide a comparison cost, and it's really not discussed beyond a quick mention, but if it is something that you want, you can get it on Amazon at the link below, and you know, it's your money, it's your shack, get what you want. Please take a moment to give me a like.
Please like me
by popping that thumbs up icon, and please share this video.
Thanks for sharing. Didn't know.
With your friends and compatriots who may be interested in this neat little analyzer. If you have any questions or remarks, or would like to share your experiences with antenna analyzers, please leave a comment.
Now to leave a great comment
below. And finally, please consider subscribing to this channel for more Ham Shack Chat content.
Sorry, you already subscribed.
In this video, I discussed the buddy stick antenna, and you might want to watch it next. I've used buddy poles before, but never a buddy stick, so it was something new to me. 73 until the next hey y'all. Thanks for dropping by my shack for a Ham Shack Chat. I'm Tom, ND3N, and I'm out.